Hello from San Francisco, Mike, illuminating ancient history. I'm hoping that you could allow me to open up your eyes to better solutions and new possibilities, which we're going to need in the future. So look at it as if you're looking not through your eyes, but my eyes, and that might help you lose some of your bias and try to put yourself into my bias. And in this case, my bias is going to be that I believe that advanced perspective art is within this, and that I think this is a skull, not just a rock. And so we'll just try to go from there. Just try to keep an open mind and go with it, and I'll talk you through it. And then at the end, it's not going to be that you are now hypnotized or a victim of black magic or anything like that. It's just going to give you more cognition for a wider array of perspectives that you could view from yourself to give more answers to any situation. Okay, first off, this is finger thumbprints. See, the thumb goes in. So that means that they either had metal hands, because there is no fingerprints. I already checked, even close up. Or some kind of metal, really thin glove, because some of these are pretty tight fitting. See, it just fits just right. Or they used cold fusion. It wasn't melted at high heat. It was melted through magnetic and frequency, like John Hutchinson. Check out his stuff. He bent metal bars, and you could touch it right after. It was melted immediately after, and it would be cold. So it's done cold, and this must have been, because I don't see how you're going to put your, if this was molten hot, that you couldn't put your thumbs on it. Okay, so now back to the advanced perspective look. So now believe that the artist or the craftsperson that did this had amazing abilities. I mean, beyond what you would think of the best artists today. And then look for the perspectives that I point out. Okay, this would be one eye, and this, see, that's a heart. See the heart right there? Anyway, that's one eye, that heart is the other, and then this would be the mouth. This is a rather large nose, kind of facing this way. Can you see that? Okay. Now, can you see just right within my fingered area here? There's an eye, there's an eye. That's the mouth. Let's go on the bigger scale, looking at the whole thing. Okay, now this is like one of them Roman soldiers or something, those guys who had the two sides of armor coming down their face on both sides. This would be the mouth. That's the eye. Or maybe there's another eye, but anyway, here's two more right there. Two eyes with the mouth being here. That's more like a skull. Okay. So now that looks like the bear. That's the eye. This is the nose. See it like there. Let's go back to the whole rock. there's your arrow. So that means that I would hold it like this, and actually this could go on a stick because they're all in one, and this would be a projectile point for a giant or some sort, catapult possibly. Anyway, here's the thumb, and here's the thumb, here's the thumb. See, they're always got these spaces. There's the palm, see? See? Alright, let's go back to some of these. Okay. On the whole scale. So there's an eye, there's an eye. This would be the mouth. There's an eye, and there's an eye. This would be the mouth. There's an eye, there's an eye. This would be the mouth. Kind of like a beaver type look. This looks like a large beak or a tooth. Let's see what we could find there. Well, on the small scale, I see just this white part. Okay, here's one. That's an eye. That's an eye. That's a mouth. That's an eye. That's an eye. It's like a giant ant or something. Let's see if we could go here and here for a littler one. And the whole large scale, probably the same. Okay, can you see the skull right here going outward, facing that way? Let's see what else we got. Then even on here, small scale, see right within here, that's an eye, that's an eye, that's a mouth. And then smaller scale, just right here, looks like a laughing monkey or something. And here, that's an eye, that's an eye, that's a mouth. Possibly a bear or something. Alright, here, that looks like a beak, so it's a bird facing this way. That's a beak, that's the eye, facing that way. And then if you look at a big scale, it's kind of like a Dumbo ear, like a big rat or an elephant, making those the eyes, and this down, and there's the tusks. So in a small scale right here, you see, there's an eye, there's an eye, there's a mouth. Okay, a couple more. Oh, that's an eye, that's an eye. Here you go, that's an eye, that's an eye. Small scale, that's an eye, that's an eye. Just those two. And even, and here's your trunk. Let's go. There's a pretty wicked one. That's an eye, that's an eye. Those are teeth.